on our salary contract, we see a big amount of salary, but at the end of the month, when the salary comes to our account, there is lot of amount of taxes gone. Can you tell us some strategy?
I can tell you several ones.
We have always this kind of thinking that when we hire any tax consultant, then it will be so much costly. Money which get returned from the government will be gone by paying the fees. Is it like that true? What is the average percentage kind of cost do you take from them?
Everybody can do that.
Hello everyone. Today we have a very special guest. I have managed to talk with us the two financial experts, Mr. Pablo and Mrs. Aditi. Please introduce yourself.
Pleasure to be here with you. My name is Pablo Rosales, and this here with me it's my junior financial advisor Aditi Gupta. Quick story about me. Since I started this movement of this team, I am Ecuadorian. I came from South America almost 11 years ago to Germany to study. First of all, to study my university in the southwestern province. It's called Baden-Württemberg, and I studied in the University of Karlsruhe, Industrial Engineering and Management, which in German is Wirtschafts- und Ingenieurwesen. And after I finished my university, I came to Munich almost 7 years ago, more than 6, but almost 7 years ago, and here I became a self-employed financial consultant. And I specialize in the financial advisory, the strategic financial advisory for expatriates in Germany. And my main targets, my main groups that I've been serving have been Latin American and international doctors, so people performing medicine, and also engineers from India.
My main goal was that, we dentist doctors and we people who are working in Germany, we have always this sadness that on our salary contract, we see a big amount of salary, okay, but at the end of the month, when the salary comes to our account, there is lot of amount of tax is gone. Okay, and because of that, very less amount comes to us. Okay, and we feel that, if there is some way we can, save this tax, so that way more money can come to our account. Can you tell us some strategy to us?
First of all, what I would recommend people is to file their income taxes. By that, they can gain, if they are a single person, on average, at least some 1,100 euros. Then, also, if you are a single person and you don't have children and you are healthy and you are a good earning employee, then you could consider the decision between staying in the public health insurance or moving to the private health insurance, which in this specific scenario will have some benefits because your premium will be way less and you will save a lot in Social Security. It's going to be about a saving between 200 to 300 euros in a month of net salary that you're going to have more now. And you're also going to get better coverage through changing to a private in this specific scenario. Of course, much to take into account. And then also, over the year that you have some taxable expenses, for example, that you spend a lot in your job, you spend a lot in ways that the government wants to subsidize you. For instance, private pension is a big way. And also real estate is another big way to invest in properties as for investment and also to invest in private pension plans. It's a way that the government will return a large part of your taxes.
You mean to say that just applying and doing the tax return, and it will be, saving 1,000 to 1,100 euros for tax just by doing the tax declaration. My question is that we have always this kind of thinking that, when we hire any tax consultant or, someone, then it will be so much costly that, that money which we get returned from the government, it is more, it will be, it will be gone by paying the fees. So is it like that true? You do yourself also the tax declaration, right? What can be the normal charges? Let's say if any person comes to you who has a salary of 3,000 or 5,000 or just working, doesn't have anything extra, and you do just a tax declaration, what is the average percentage kind of cost do you take from them?
Everybody can do their taxes either on their own, or they can also do it through a tax consultant or through this Lohnsteuerhilfeverein, by the way. If you do it alone, you can do it with one of these systems. There are many websites called like Tax Feeds, Visosteuer, Smart Steuer, and with this, they charge you a fee. So if you do it with a tax consultant, normally what they charge is about 10% of the return. So there is a minimum possible. And what you can save in taxes, I have seen everything. And I have seen between, for a single person, what I have seen the most for one single year, it's about 8,000 euros. Of course, if you have property, if you have a lot maintenances to your parents in India, you're helping them, and you are also investing in pension funds, and you have a lot of expenses for your work, then you save a lot of taxes. So it's normally 10% of the overall return. When you get the return, for instance, you get 3,000 euros, then you is 300 euros. If you get 4,000 euros, then it's 400 euros. It's like that. And if you are married couple with children, then the return can be a lot more. I have seen about the maximum possible I have seen for one single year for a married couple has been about 14,000 euros.
You mean to say that your fees are whatever the return you get to them? Okay, 10% from that.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Now I have a question to Aditi. Pablo has told about that, this private pension and all that thing. Okay, what is it? We generally give pension from our taxes, right? What is this private pension and how it is going to help us?
Thank you, Dr. Swapnil, for the question. Private pension is a very good system in Germany because the public pension system in Germany is insufficient. We have seen that over the years, the public pension is not paying enough for the pension. And that's why government has also realized this, and they are helping to subsidize the private pension system. So when you are contributing, for example, 100 euros per month to your private pension, government wants to give you, it will give you close to 42 or 45 euros back, which is amazing, right? And then you get some amount saved for your pension at the end. So in Germany, the pension age is 67. You could also opt for a pension at 62, at the age of 62. Until then, you build up a really good pension fund for yourself. For example, if you start with paying one time 20,000 into your pension, and then government starts paying you back, with the return over the years, you could actually be investing 30,000 euros instead of 20,000 within a couple of years because government gives so much back. So this is something that we could really help you with. With this, you save taxes. With this, you could really earn well.
That money which we are paying for the private pension, that we do the tax return, that will be deductible, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And over that, that your equity is also building, and at the end of your retirement, you get the money also. Is there any way to know that, let's say that I am paying 200 euro per month, or I want to pay 500 euros per month? Is there any way to calculate this thing that, at the age of retirement, how much money I'll be going to get or something like that?
Exactly. We have a software. We use it to calculate how much pension you can expect by contributing 100 euros, 200 euros, or 500 euros every month. And then we also decide, or we could do it together, like which funds you would like to contribute this amount in, whether you want to invest in MSCI World or other kind of ETFs or stocks. We could do it together with you. And at the end, of course, you could get a good sum, an average of maybe 5 to 7% return on what you've invested. Yeah, that's really good. And it's safe. Especially, this is very important. Those who are self-employed, this amount cannot be taken by anyone, even in case of bankruptcy, in case of insolvency. Your pension funds cannot be touched.
Can you give us the link also so that later on I can put in my video description that calculator link? Everyone can think about it, that whether how much they can invest and how much they can return get.
It's a paid software, and Pablo is showing it. So we do the calculations every time with every customer using this software. It is very interesting, but this calculator is very interesting. Maybe we could have a session just with this, showing how it works, taking an example.
Now coming to the question, you said also that you can save the tax by investing in real estate. Okay, can you give us also a little bit short information about it? What are the benefits of tax when you do the investment?
I think Pablo could help here better.
Correct. So there are different properties as an investment that you can go into. So you have the existing ones of Bestand, where you buy already a property that is built up and it has a tenant. You can do that. Then you get certain tax benefits because of one side, the depreciation, and also the interest. The interest that you're paying to the bank is completely tax deductible. Depending on the property also, some of them have a special Gutachten in which you can deduct even more, depreciate even more of the whole apartment year over year. And the tax benefits are in there. When you create a loss in your taxes out of these properties and investment, it generates you a tax return. It generates you an additional tax return on top of your already existing tax returns. Because a property as an investment is an additional income that goes upside in your tax declaration. And then it can be so that you have a rent that almost pays the EMI plus the administration costs, administration fees of the apartment, and even in top of that, you get a tax return.
You get the loan to buy the apartment, then that loan has been paid by the rent which you get. You get also the depreciation for your property and the interest which you pay on the loan, that is also depreciation from the tax, right?
Exactly.
It's a tax related thing.
And I have a system to calculate exactly how much that is. I do this calculation all the times with my clients as well. Do this all the time with my clients. Say,
I mean, yeah. I believe that this is one of the best wealth building strategies in Germany, because if you keep your money in bank, you get 2% interest or 2.5% at the most. And with Immobilien, you can do a lot.
Exactly. And these tools tell us already how much you're going to get as a tax return. It gives us this possibility to. I have a tool to calculate this.
Okay. We have talked about, tax with this declaration and all that thing. Another thing which goes from our salary too much is, health insurance. Because generally we are young and we don't pay that much, we don't use that much insurance, right? We don't get too much sick. Okay. And, maximum we use is, go to the visit to the general doctor. Okay. And, we are paying too much of insurance every month from our salary. Is there any way to save money there also? If we don't go, then we don't have to pay something like that. Do you have some strategy to save money there also?
The public health insurance and the private health insurance have been existing dual system, which Germany has this dual system. The public health insurance has been existing since the 1970s, and it has always been coupled. It has been always connected to your salary, and they have augmented over the years a lot the contributions. Where we are now at a moment where if you are a good earning employee.
What is the limit right now?
The limit now next year is gonna be 1,279.
No, I mean from which salary you can have it?
Exactly. Now the limit is nowadays this 73,800 euros gross in a year. If you are earning more than that, then you can change to the private health insurance. If you earn more than that in this year, then you can change.
Everyone who doesn't know this thing, in Germany, if you earn some amount of income, after that you are allowed to convert your insurance from public insurance from the private insurance, and that money is right now around 73,000 euros, okay, in a year. So in a month, if you earn more than 6,000 euros, then you are eligible for this private insurance, and then you can apply for this private insurance. Before that, you cannot apply for the private insurance. Yeah. So Pablo, tell me more about the advantages of this private insurance.
Exactly. When you are in the public health insurance, then, for example, next year you will need to pay 640 euros in a month. Yeah. From your salary. It gets deducted automatically, or only by being there. And then the problem is that you are paying all of this where someone that earns a tenth of what you're earning is already automatically inside of the public health insurance and paying 1/10 of what you're paying, because it's a social system. It's solidarity. You are paying because of your income, and you are contributing more in return, or to help out to compensate for the old people, the sick people, and the people that are earning way less than you. But even if you don't use it so much, you don't have any more benefits, and they don't give you any money back. If you move to the private system, then it's a completely different system, where now only, first of all, the good earning people, the young people, and the healthy people can access. And your premium only depends on those factors, on these economical factors. Then you are no longer subject that if your salary increases, you will have to be paying more. Normally, the private health insurance, anyway, they have adjusted over the years less than the public health insurance has. So your premium will be increasing less, and you will also be performing reserves for your older age. And then your premium is only dependent on what is your entry age, how healthy you are, and what plan do you want. And it's interesting because in the private, then you have some benefits that are not present in the public. So you will have a lot of these gaps already covered. in the private system, then only the good earning people, the young people, and the healthy people can enter. And now the benefits that you will get in the private health insurance are normally more. So you will not need to take additional health insurances to cover for the gaps of the public health insurance.
So public health insurance generally is based on our salary. The more the salary we earn, amount of percentage will be more. Even though you use or you don't use. And private insurance is just a fixed amount. Okay, even though your salary is double, it doesn't mean that you have to pay more insurance. It will only depend upon your age and health and
Age and health when you enter, and then later on inflation, on the medical inflation, how the medical inflation increases, then also the insurance premium will increase, but normally it won't be increasing as much as the public health insurance has, and that has been repeating itself over the last 10, 20 years.
what about, if we don't use this insurance? Let's say we have I bought one private insurance for a year. Okay, we haven't used that thing. Okay, we haven't gone to doctor. Then do we get any extra benefit for it?
For sure, the different insurances, so the different health insurances, depending on which one we're talking about, but the different insurances will give you money back if you don't use it.
Yeah, like Pablo, what? Money back for a couple of years, right, Pablo?
Exactly. My insurance, for example, gives me 2 premiums back every year when I don't use it, but it increases over the years. It's 2 years in a row that I have been using it, then it gives me 3, then it gives me 4, then it gives me 5, it gives me up to 6 premiums. Then,
6 premiums means 6 months, no health insurance. No, not a single money you have to pay. That much money you will get.
it's like 6 months back to me.
So it's like a no claim bonus, right?
No claim bonus, exactly. It's the contributions that they give you back to you because of not using them. And they all have similar plans. Some of them give you 2, others give you a lump sum of 900 euros plus some one contribution, and others give you a percentage of the all contributions in a year.
Also, in private health insurance, they have so much money deposited that could be used for future. Pablo, yeah, this is the amount that they have. I can't even read the number, 332,945. This is the amount they have in their funds. And if we speak about public health insurance, seeing the number of old age people, sick people, there are no deposits in public health insurance. No funds to rely upon.
Exactly. What the public health insurance has been doing to still be able to survive is that they have asked the more money from the government, from the taxes. So they have covered the deficit through tax money. These are the tax money that they have been injecting into the public health insurance to cover the cost, because it's all the expenses come in on the same month and all of the contributions coming on the same month. It doesn't build any reserves.
Thank you very much. As far as our discussion, I have found out 3 main things. Okay, first thing is that to do the tax declaration. Okay, even though you are earning 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, it doesn't matter. Do just a normal tax declaration. Pablo here is an expert for the tax. Okay, so you can contact him, and he's an English speaker. So you don't need to have this very difficult German paperwork knowledge to do that thing. Okay, he'll do for you. He also doesn't charge too much. Okay, only 10% of whatever he gets you the return. That's very, very, very lucrative. That is the first thing. The second thing you guys mentioned is about this private pension system. That is good. Okay, instead of investing and doing FD in the bank, this private pension, that way your future is also secured, your tax is also saved, okay, and your equity is also built. That is the second thing. And third thing, Pablo told about this private health insurance. So once you have the more salary, that is more than 72,000 euros, okay, that generally comes after approbation. After that, you can shift from public insurance to private insurance. That way you can save also a lot of money in the taxes and for the health insurance, right? And the most important thing you guys told about this real estate investment, I think that's another topic of its own, okay, because it is a very detailed topic. If our people are interested to watch that, we'll shoot one more video regarding that in detail. Pablo is good enough to give us also his free consultation. He will give us his link. Okay, I'll put it in my description box for a consultation. Okay, this consultation will be free consultation. You can book your slot, talk with him. Okay, if you give my name, he will provide you personal attention and give you also some better offers. Okay, I hope that will help all our viewers. Okay, and if you have more questions, then you can always put comment or contact me, or you can book the Zoom call. And thank you very much, Aditi and Pablo, to be here and give us your precious time. Thank you very much to help all of us to understand this thing.
Thanks a lot to you, Swapnil. Of course, we are looking forward to meet you. I can help you also in a lot of other processes and the recognition, for example, for your years in India, working as a doctor in here, and then many processes that come with the Ärztekammer when you already get inserted into the German Chamber of Doctors. Can help you a lot in that. And I'm a strategic financial strategist. And I also have a team been consulting more than 700 doctors for the last 5 years. And I do this together with Aditi and now also with another team of 3 other people. We are 7 in total.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.